Hello and welcome to the Downsized. My name is Christopher Durham, and this is our regular series we like to call the Downsized Dish, where we have regular GLP-1 users that might live in your community on to talk about their journey. And it can be anywhere from they've just started their journey to they're very successful in their maintenance and anywhere in between. The real goal is to learn from people and just see how they've lived their lives, what they've learned, what they would do differently, what they do the same, and hopefully find somebody that you can connect with. Today, I'm excited to welcome Michael. Michael,
Hello.
thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So before we jump in, we have to do all the obligatories, right? The first, of course, is I'm not a doctor. Michael, you're not a doctor, right?
Not a
Yep.
doctor.
Okay. These are prescription medications, and this is a serious treatment. So if you'd like to start or adjust your GLP-1 journey, please talk to your doctor and make sure you get taken care of. We want you to stay healthy and get healthier every day. Beyond that, please take a moment to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. We publish videos every day, and it'll tell you when we have something cool and new coming out. So that's our easy start out to the show. Michael, tell us a little bit about you, man.
Well, thanks for having me. I am 58 years old. I am 5'10" tall.
So we're very
I am,
similar. Yeah.
yes, I have two daughters, both
Me
in
too.
their early 30s. Um, both professionals. I have a granddaughter, 8 years old, just turning 9.
That's awesome.
I've been married 33 years this week.
Congratulations. Well, very good. So where do you live?
I live in the San Francisco Bay Area.
Awesome. All right. So talk to us. Obviously, we talk about GLP-1s and weight loss. So talk to us about your weight loss journey. Where does it all start for you?
Well, I started a long time ago. I've been a heavy kid my whole life. Started back probably 10, 12 years old dieting. Went to Weight Watchers with my mom way back in the day. Just followed all the diets all throughout all the years.
Mhm.
Nothing ever really worked. Gain weight, lose weight, gain weight, lose weight. It would work for a while, but it would just come right back on.
All right.
Nothing seemed to work forever. Everything was temporary. And then I started getting sicker and sicker. My blood pressure started going up. My cholesterol started going up. My heart started failing.
That's not good.
Having all kinds of medical issues. I just couldn't get the weight under control. I couldn't get the cholesterol under control, the blood pressure under control. Just everything was out of control.
So and is that what led you to GLP-1s?
Yes, I started going to a doctor at Stanford. They put me into the non-surgical bariatric weight loss program.
Okay.
And they said, well, we have this thing called GLP-1s.
Mhm.
We think you'd be a good candidate, until I found out how much it cost.
Yeah.
Insurance wouldn't cover it.
Even with your comorbidities, they just were like, nope.
They said, nope. They said, we're not covering any of it. So I said, well, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to pay out of pocket. And my doctor found me a pharmacy in Canada.
Okay.
This was in 2024, in August 2024.
Right.
She said, this is the best way to go. She'll write me the prescription. And it was a lot cheaper than paying full price.
Right.
But it was still a regular pharmacy, and they were still prescribing it, and it was still from Eli Lilly vials.
Okay. You were getting Zepbound vials out of Canada?
It was getting Zipbound vials out. It was actually Manjaro.
Okay.
Um, so that was working out, and I was paying full price. I said I'll do it for 6 months, and if I see any progress, then we'll take it from there and continue, or we'll. It was kind of an experiment. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. And so
Well,
how'd it go?
after 6 months, I had lost 100 pounds.
Well, that worked.
So, and that was following the instructions and doing everything I was supposed to do, eating the proper amount of protein, eating the proper amount of calories, doing exactly what I was supposed to do, eliminating fast foods, eliminating processed foods, eating real foods. Something that I knew I was supposed to be doing, but I just couldn't get myself to do. With the GLP-1s, that made a huge difference in eliminating some of the food noise.
Right.
And that made it possible to eat real foods and lose the weight.
That's exciting, man. Well, so let's take a look at some of your pictures because I think
Yeah.
it kind of brings it to life, you know. All right. Well, tell me what we're looking at here.
Okay. The top picture here was my heaviest at 400 and I think 6 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
The top actually the top right picture was when I started my GLP-1s. That was at 360 pounds or 385 pounds actually.
All right.
And the bottom right is my current 190 pounds.
So how much did you lose between those two? What is that, 200 and some odd pounds? No.
I've lost over 200 pounds.
Wow.
Since in the last 15 months. I've lost a lot more than a lot of people. I've been a fast loser. I've also had gastric bypass surgery in the past too, which has helped.
There you can really see it.
That was me just after we had got back from our last cruise. It was kind of like our last hurrah, just before starting the shots.
You just look so much healthier there on the right, man.
I feel so much healthier. Yeah, you could definitely. I mean, that's a whole different person.
Yeah, well, you lost the whole person.
I've lost 53% of my original starting weight.
Wow. Tell me about this one here. You look young here.
I was a lot younger there. That was probably 2013. So I had a little less, still no hair, but a little less gray.
So the Manjaro didn't cause the hair loss. It was there before.
It wasn't the Manjaro that caused the hair loss. No, the hair loss was gone. Yeah, see, this was me just before. This was the day that I started the Manjaro. I knew I needed to make some changes, and that's somewhere in between at eating fast food at Jollibee's.
Yeah. People in the middle of the country, you might not know Jollibee. It's a Korean fast food chain.
Yeah, it's a popular Filipino fast food restaurant.
Or Filipino, I'm sorry, you are correct.
Yeah. They're which I don't currently eat anymore. I've eliminated fast food from my diet. And I don't miss it either. Those are various
You're just losing weight there. It's awesome.
Originally I started losing weight because I needed a knee surgery replacement. I needed to lose 50 pounds, and that's kind of what started this whole process. And I lost 50 pounds real quick. And I said, well, if I could
Well, if
lose
you
50
lost,
pounds,
I mean, if you lost 200 in what, a little more than a year, is that what you said?
a little over a year, like 15 months.
That's pretty
Um,
rapid weight loss. Did your doctor have any concerns about the speed or?
no, they didn't, because they were monitoring pretty much everything about me, my calorie intake,
Mhm.
all my blood work every 3 months is being monitored.
Well, so you were with that
And
bariatric practice already, so they knew what was going on. I
right.
mean, we're pros at it. It's,
So all my vitals, all my stats, everything has been monitored from day one to make sure I have no deficiencies, I'm not losing any muscle.
mhm.
Uh, I've been working out, doing minor, um, not heavy weightlifting, but resistance training. And we've been doing the um, in band, or the what do you call it when they measure your body, the in body
Oh, the
scans.
embodied scan, yeah.
And
Yep.
they've been measuring my body fat and muscle mass, and all that's been looking good. So they weren't real concerned about the accelerated weight loss, as long as all the other metrics were all lining up.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that that's key for people to hear because it's so many people are kind of doing this on their own and don't have the right medical support. So the fact that you had the medical support as you lost that way is really
Right.
good. Now, with the bariatric surgery, have you been on? Because I know a lot of times, depending on which one you had, maybe you can be vitamin deficient in things because your body doesn't absorb the same way. I mean, were there other issues that you had from that?
No, the only vitamins I'm taking are a multiple vitamin, which is a regular multiple vitamin that
Mhm.
any gastric bypass patient would be
Right?
taking. And then any other supplements or vitamins I'm taking as needed based on blood work. But because of what I'm eating, all the food is so healthy, my blood work's been perfect.
Well, that's
I haven't
good.
needed any other supplements.
That's amazing with the surgery. Then I mean, that's
Right.
yeah,
So
that's
so
impressive.
that's been working out really well. So the doctors aren't concerned about the rapid, at first they were concerned about the rapid weight loss, and then they said, well, a lot of it is fluids.
Hmm.
A lot of it is inflammation, in the beginning.
Right.
Um, so we got that all out of the way, and then it was just down to getting rid of the fat, and it slowed way down, and I've reached my goal by now.
So how much do
Finally,
you weigh now?
right now I weigh 184.
So we're about the same size, so same height,
Yeah,
same weight. Yeah, I mean that's I'm right there,
and I'm
185, 186.
and
Yeah,
I'm between 180 and 190, and I'm perfectly happy in that range.
yeah, I'm with you, man.
If I could stay in there, I'm perfectly happy with it. I went in and did a body scan just this week, and they said my body fat levels are fine.
Mhm.
They said everything's looking perfect.
I
Um,
think, it's interesting because people get so bent out of shape about muscle loss on GLP-1s. They don't ever say that about bariatric surgery, by the way. I've never heard anybody say, "Oh, you're going to lose muscle after," and you're
well, they
going
they
to.
did in the beginning.
Yeah,
It was but not like GLP-1.
yeah. And you lost enough. I mean, honestly, you don't need the muscle at 180 that you had at 400. It's not.
Well, I had a lot of extra muscle before carrying
Well,
around
yeah, because
400
you had to
pounds.
carry all that around. Yeah,
So I had a lot of muscle that I could afford to lose.
yeah,
So I wasn't real concerned, and
yeah.
it turned out that I didn't lose that much muscle anyway.
That's impressive. That is truly impressive. Well, so talk to me then, because people always ask about titration. How did you titrate up?
I started quick.
Mhm.
Um, I'm not sure if it was a misunderstanding between me and my doctor originally, but the original story I got was you go 4 weeks and then you titrate up. You go 4 weeks, you titrate up. You go
I
4
mean,
weeks, you titrate up.
that is still Lily's actual proposal out there. So
And
a lot of
so
people still do it that way.
that's what I did.
Yeah.
So the first 4 weeks, I lost like almost 50 pounds the first 2 months.
So you could have probably stayed on the first dose.
And I could have stayed at the same dose, no problem at all. But I still titrated up because I didn't know any better. And it was fine.
Yeah. Did you have any side effects?
Not at all. I
No
mean, I didn't
constipation,
even
no.
have any of the constipation. No, I did maybe in the very beginning, but that's when I also had my gallbladder, and I think that was part of the problem. I've had my gallbladder removed since, and that all went away.
Yeah, that'll cause issues for sure.
Um,
No real side effects, and you moved up pretty much each month, which meant
I moved up quick, like for the first 4, like up until 10.5,
right.
I moved up every 4 weeks.
So then you must have been on, how long did you stay on 10.5?
And then I was on 10.5 for months.
Okay.
And then I just recently moved up to 12. No, I just recently moved up to 15. No, yeah, 15.
So
And
what is your thought around maintenance? What are your plans?
I'm gonna stay at 15 for now and see what happens. I have no plan on going down because it's working.
That's my story. You know that, man.
Yeah, I have no. As long as it's working, I'm not going to touch it. If I feel later that I need to drop it down, then I will. But I have no side effects and no. There's no reason to make any changes right now.
Yeah. And you feel like you're able to eat enough to maintain your weight? And
I can eat plenty.
yeah.
I've never been one to not be able to not eat enough. That makes any sense. I've always been able to eat plenty of food. The food noise has gone knocked way down, but I could still eat.
So it didn't actually like crush the satiety didn't just crush you.
No, I mean,
for me, like the first few months, I could eat like 3 bites. There was no, and it kind of leveled out, and then I could eat more after that. But
yeah, no, now I could still eat. I mean, I still have to control myself to not eat a lot, but it's the food noise that I needed the help with. So
yeah,
that's
well,
that's where the GLP-1 is helping me the most, is the food noise.
Did you snack a lot, or did you?
So I'm not snacking. Yeah. As if not, I would be.
I get it. I'm absolutely there with you, man.
So now my medical, my diabetes. I'm not even diabetic. My blood pressure medicines are all gone. No longer taking any blood pressure medicines. No longer taking any cholesterol medicines. My triglycerides, my cholesterol, all of those have all gone for the first time in 30 years.
Wow.
I haven't been on any cholesterol, any blood pressure, any heart medicine. Not on any of those medicines anymore.
So what do your doctors say about all of this?
In fact, my cardiologist just sent me back in to have my cholesterol rechecked because he didn't believe that it was down as low as it is.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he actually he says these numbers can't be right. I'm gonna have to have you retested because he was upset because one of my other doctors took me off of one of my cholesterol medications.
Anytime we talk about cholesterol, we'll have 15 people comment because there's a lot of passionate beliefs around that, and I don't know. I can tell you, I'm like you, man. I thought I was going to die, so whatever it takes to not die is fine with me.
Exactly. and so I'm happy to be off all those medications. Um, I have a pacemaker put in that it hasn't activated in 3 years almost.
Wow.
It's been dormant, which is
It
good because it was active all the time before. Um,
sounds like this has changed your life completely, right?
Completely turned around 100%. I honestly wasn't sure how much longer I had left at the
Yeah.
rate I was going.
I mean, I'll tell you that's and I'm sure you've heard me say this before. The most common thing I get from men is I didn't think I was going to make it to 50 or 60 or whatever. And, you know,
No, I didn't plan on it. I go, no, I'm not going to be around that much longer. Why? But now I'm like, I might have a few years to go.
that is exciting. Well, so what does your family say about all this?
They're they're supportive. They're happy. Um, they're just like to see me healthier. I think that's the key. And my wife wants me to go on more vacations.
Well, you guys need to come on the cruise with us.
We should go on to cruise. We love cruising, so we go on about 2 or 3 cruises a year.
Yeah. We go on a few more than that, but it's
Well, we would like to, but we have other obligations. So
yeah, well, that happens. That happens. Well, so does everybody know you're on the GLP-1s?
kind of, it's not. It's known, but it's not really talked about that much.
Right.
It's just it's kind of like my thing. It was kind of like my experiment, and it seems to have gone well. So now it's
Okay, it
getting
worked.
more out.
You know, those are the most powerful kinds of experiments. I mean, that's what I
Yeah,
think we did in our way in this week. You know, what happens when people say stuff to you? And I'm like, sometimes people just want to know, you know, how you did it, and because they want to do it too. You know, it's
right,
success is the best kind of question, right?
right. So like at first I go, well, I'll give it a shot and I'll see what happens, and but it turned out to be a life changer.
So, are you still getting the medicine from Canada or no?
No, actually now it's getting covered through sleep apnea.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, in fact, I just got my prior authorization all the way through 2026,
You won the lottery, man.
through December 2026. It just came in yesterday, so I'm happy about that.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so I no longer have to pay out of pocket. I just have to pay my copay, whatever that is,
Hmm.
which is a lot less than. Yeah, so I paid for 11 months out of Canada, and then my insurance switched over to paying for it through sleep apnea.
That's awesome. So, what do you eat now? What does a day look like eating?
Chicken, a lot of chicken, a lot of fish. I've been eating at night. I'll eat a like a pre-made dinner, like from like a Factor type,
Yeah, we've done those. Those are pretty
a
good.
pre-made.
Mhm,
Um, I did that for my first 9 months. Every night I would have a pre-made dinner.
mhm.
Now I just kind of eat whatever. Um, but it's usually chicken or fish, tuna, salmon. Um, but it's still basically your same high protein, lower calorie, nothing processed, just real food.
I just, that's my mantra. Absolutely.
Um,
So,
Nothing fancy, nothing, no special diets, no special, just real wholesome food.
Well, for people, if you don't know Factor is a delivered refrigerated meal, but it's all made from real food. It's
It's
basically
fresh
restaurant.
foods,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's restaurant quality food, a little cheaper than restaurants, a little more than a lean cuisine or something, but the nutritional numbers on
Not
it are a lot better.
processed.
Yeah, it's not all.
Right.
It's like something you would make at home, so it's nice stuff. Um, I think it's interesting. So, talk to me. You lost a couple 100 pounds. What does your clothing and your sizing look like now?
My clothing, I donated 20 bags of clothes
Wow.
to the clothing bank, to one of our local clothing banks here.
Mhm.
They're so happy to see me come in because we had bring in so many bags of brand new clothes. Um, none of my clothes fit. I went from a size 44 waist to a size 32 waist.
Wow.
Um, so all my clothes had to go, which was good. So I've been buying a lot of used clothes, Costco. Um,
Yeah, I found some great jeans like Goodwill and thrift stores and stuff for like
yeah,
$5.
you, I've been donating so many clothes and picking up so many clothes, and it's been actually a lot of fun because before I could never fit into a lot of the clothes off the shelf. So it's been kind of fun picking out new clothes. And
Yeah, that's uh, yeah. So I've been in maintenance now for I guess I don't know 6 months, 7 months, something like that. And I still to this day, if Lorraine and I go in a store, we'll go over and try on stuff whether I need it or not, just to see if it actually fits me.
mm-hmm.
I'll put on like a medium, and she'll go, "You don't need that coat." I'm like, "Yeah, that wasn't the point."
It's just fun to see if it fits. Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I'm just happy to see that I could fit in a medium.
Well, I think it's exciting. I mean, so if somebody's sitting out there thinking about GLP-1s, what advice would you give them?
If I was to give someone advice, I would say, well, take the shot. A wise man once said, um, and be patient. It's gonna come. So don't compare yourself to others, because I get a lot of people comparing themselves to my weight loss, and they get upset at me because I've
Mhm.
lost weight fast, and I have no control over that. So just be patient, and it'll come.
Well, I think that's important to say there, and I appreciate that because so many people, and you see it in the comments, and when we do our lives, people asking about that all the time. And I'm like, we don't have any control over how. I mean, we would like to believe we can force it to go fast or slow or whatever, but the reality is your body's going to do what your body wants to
It's
do as
gonna
long
do
as
whatever
you're
it wants to do.
yeah, as long as you're taking the shot and doing your best at eating some good food, that's all you can really do, right? It's
That's all you could do is what you're supposed to do and do the best you can do. And that's all I'm doing. And it seems to be working.
Mhm.
Following the rules and paying attention to my body now. Um, Doing what I'm supposed to be doing, drinking the water, eating the
Mhm.
protein,
Yeah.
all that. Yep. I got my water with
Yeah.
me at all times. Um, Constantly drinking, constantly pumping protein in, you know, real foods, avoiding the processed. Um, has Avoiding alcohol has been used for me. Um,
That's a lot of
Saved a
calories,
lot of
man.
money,
Yeah, yeah.
saved a lot of calories. Yeah.
I
Um,
people
I've
forget
been
alcohol is
working with
expensive and it's a lot of calories, so
a lot of calories, expensive. Um, I've been working with the therapist, which has been helping.
oh, well, tell me about that.
Yeah, it just helps keep my mind clear.
Mhm.
Uh, she's kind of like my biggest cheerleader other than my wife. Just keeps me focused on what's important and what's not important. Sleep is important, you know, keeping focused on the little things that people don't think about.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Make a huge difference.
eh, it's exciting to see.
Mentally, there's a lot more to losing weight than we think about.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I mean,
So I've been working with the therapist, and that's definitely been helping me with the weight loss. Just keeping a positive attitude.
does it scare you that it might come back?
It terrifies me.
Me too.
Especially since I've got rid of all my clothes. I mean, I can always buy new clothes. I
Yeah.
know. But and it just terrifies me to think about the way things were before. But for
Mhm.
some reason, I feel this is different. This
Well,
something feels different this time.
I know absolutely with it. I mean, I think there's hope. And to me, one of the reasons that I like doing the news is because pretty frequently we get to talk about the new things coming and the fact that there's so much research and so much news going on about new
Right.
drugs and new treatments and even procedures and all that that I tell people we just have to manage through today because what medicine looks like tomorrow will be different.
It's going to be different.
And it should be better, easier, cheaper, faster. You know?
You're right. But even if it stays the same, I'm happy with it now.
Me too. Me
Because I
too.
mean, if it stays, I mean, it's going to change, but
Mhm.
as long as it stays the way it is right now, I'm happy. And if it changes, that's great too. So hopefully we'll see things get cheaper and better.
I think it's exciting. Um, so your wife just must, I mean, she must have a whole different husband now, right?
She does. We have a whole different family.
I'll tell you, we like to cruise, and the last couple times we've cruised, I've been able to do some excursions that I would have never ever considered
That's
because
my goal.
you couldn't zip line it. I couldn't zip line. You couldn't zip line. It'd be like the first thing it said. You can't be over whatever it was on it.
Exactly.
I would
That's the
we
first
just
thing I look at
yeah.
is when I look at it when you go into an excursion. I go, oh nope, not eligible for this one. Not eligible for this one. Oh, can't make the weight requirement. And now that's don't even have to worry about that.
I know we sailed on the Carnival Mardi Gras before I lost all the weight, and they have that roller coaster on the top of the ship,
Yeah.
and it has a weight requirement, and they have a scale at the bottom of the roller coaster
Oh boy.
that goes red or green whether you can. It doesn't say the weight. There ain't
Just
no
this
way in
red or
hell I was
green.
standing on that for it to go red.
No,
Not ever going to happen.
no, that would never happen. No, that would be horrible.
Yeah, that's I people just don't understand, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. Um, So when people ask you about your weight loss, what do you tell them?
I tell them it's just a work in process, and that I've just been eating healthier and just working on it. And I don't know what to tell them really. I mean, I just tell them I've been healthy.
That's a good answer, man. I like that.
I tell them the truth. I've been eating healthy and I've been exercising.
Yeah, well,
That's
that
mostly the truth.
you know what? It's your body, your healthcare. You tell people what you want to tell them. That's
And
at the end of the day, that's always the right answer.
it's I know I feel healthy. I mean, I'm half the person I was. It doesn't seem like it, but I feel healthy, and that's what makes a difference.
Well, I think that's truly exciting. I mean, does it do you get any body dysmorphia? Does this smaller version of you has it sunk in yet?
It hasn't 100% suck in. I always show pictures to my wife. I go,
Mhm.
"Can you see the difference? Can you see the difference?" She's like,
Yeah, you
"Shut
can
up!
see the
Stop it!" Of course, I can see the difference.
I laughed because I was in bed, Lorraine's lost 50 pounds. Um, and I look over and now she's so small in the bed that I can't even like see her under the like that she's in
Right.
the bed. People are like, well,
Exactly.
why does that? I don't know why it matters, but it's just life. The little things about life, they're different.
It's
And
the little changes. Yeah. It's it was the best decision I've ever made. I'm
very,
glad that I decided to to go with the experiment and follow through with it. Um, because if not, I'd be right back where I started.
is there anything that you do differently?
I would have started sooner if I were to do anything differently. Because I was offered this drug 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and I kept getting shot down with insurance.
Mhm.
And I wish I had started then.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Absolutely. Well, very good, Michael. I'm glad you got healthy. I'm glad you did the hard work. I'm
Thank you.
glad you figured out how to pay for it. Glad you're
Well,
feeling good.
it took a little figuring out how to pay for it and how to, not eating out helped a lot pay for it.
Mhm.
And I used that as an excuse to help finance paid for it. And now that
Yeah.
insurance pays for it.
It's a man thing too. I mean, I know I felt guilty. I don't know, probably the first 3 or 4 months because I don't like to spend money on me. I would rather
No, neither. Yeah, it's a
do
man thing, I
something for
think.
my girls, or I mean, I don't.
Right.
It's not about me. It's not. It's about taking care of them. Uh, I think what's interesting in all of this is you all of a sudden realize when you say things like, "I wasn't going to be here," that if you don't take
Right.
care of yourself, you can't take care of them.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah. Very good. We appreciate you joining us, Michael.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate being here.
Well, congratulations on getting healthy. It's a good thing.
Thank you.
All right. Well, if anybody would like to join us on the Downsized Dish and have a conversation with Lorraine or myself, please, if you go to the downsized.org, you can click on the Downsized Dish tab, and it's a little short form. You just have to fill out. It'll send us an email, and we'll get you set up. We love doing these, so we're always happy to hear about different people's stories. If you haven't already, please take a moment to like and subscribe. That way you'll get to watch cool videos like Michael's interview with us. All right. Thank you very much, Michael. We appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Christopher. Bye now.
Bye.